Hi, I'm Burt True with True & Associates. Today we're going to talk about kind of a complex area of the law called the statute of limitations. Basically, the statute of limitations is a time limit for you to bring a claim for injuries or wrongful death. It's a complicated area of law, so it's best to contact a lawyer and find out exactly what the time limit is on your particular case. The purpose of the law is kind of odd. The purpose is to protect the person that caused the injuries, because the law doesn't want them to be worried that you may bring a claim years after the injury actually happened. There's an exception to the statute of limitations, typically, which is called tolling of the statute of limitations. Even after the time period has passed, in some cases, there may be exceptions made. Like, for example, in the case of children, if a child is too young to bring a claim, then often the statute of limitations is tolled. Also, for military persons overseas, sometimes the time limit is tolled. And for mentally incompetent persons, a lot of times the time period is tolled. There's also an exception called the discovery rule. Like, for example, if you don't know that you've been injured for a long time or a period of time, then the time doesn't count against you. So, like, for example, in Missouri, when the person's injury is capable of ascertainment, or, like, for example, for a physical injury, when the injury is diagnosed, would be when the time limit begins to run. The other thing that makes this area of law complex is there are different time limits on the different types of claims, and for each state the time limits are different. So I'm going to go through a few, but keep in mind it's a complex area. There are many complex exceptions, and you should contact a lawyer to discuss your specific case. In Missouri, you have 5 years from the date of personal injury from negligence, but only 2 years from the date of personal injury from intentional conduct. So the difference between negligence and intentional conduct is, in negligence, the person didn't mean to injure you on purpose, whereas in intentional tort, the person actually intended to hurt you. But in wrongful death, the statute of limitations is shorter. It's only 3 years. And if it was medical malpractice, even if it resulted in death, it's even shorter, because the doctors, lobbyists have gone to the state legislature and gotten shorter time limits for claims against doctors. In Missouri, on medical malpractice, it's only 2 years. Now, if minors were the victim of medical malpractice while under the age of 8, then the statute is tolled. However, if they reach their 20th birthday, then those claims are cut off. Now, here's where you can really get caught. In Kansas, the statute of limitations are much shorter. So, like, for example, in Kansas, personal injury, negligence time limit is only 2 years. In medical malpractice, it's 2 years. But in products liability, where a product injures you, it's 5 years. So you can see different times, different limits, different types of claims, different states, makes it all very complex. In Arkansas, for example, the medical malpractice time limit is 2 years, personal injury is 3 years, and products liability is 3 years. In Iowa, medical malpractice time limit is 2 years, personal injury time limit is 2 years, product liability is 2 years. And there are some very complex exceptions to all of these. So again, I can't say this enough. It's best to contact a lawyer to talk about the time limit to bring your specific claim. So if you have suggestions for a topic, please post it in the comments below. You can subscribe to this blog by email. Just click the link that says subscribe by email. You can also follow this blog using Google Friend Connect. This will keep you updated with new posts to the blog. If you'd like to discuss something in private with me, I'd be happy to. Just click the Google Voice gadget below, and you enter your telephone number, and then Google Voice will connect us. I'm Burt True with True & Associates.